everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Greetings, campers. My name is Shannon, and I am the host of Campfire Ghost Stories, a podcast where I tell you about the ghost stories, cryptids, and legends of our forests and woods. I also share with you about the perfect camping spots nearby so you can get up close and cozy by the campfires. You can keep up to date on new episodes around the campfire on my Facebook and Instagram pages, Campfire Ghost Stories. And I am always on the lookout to hear about your own personal ghost stories. These can be sent to my email, campfireghoststories8@gmail.com. Happy camping!
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised. Retrostatic Radio presents Killing 15 Minutes.
Hello and welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where you get your true crime fix in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm your writer, Sam Rossi, and shortly I'll be handing over a rough draft of a script to my brother, AJ, who hasn't read it, who's most likely has no idea what we're talking about. This should be fun. Good luck, bro.
Thanks, Sam. From January 1974 to September of 75, an unknown subject nicknamed the Doodler. There better be a good reason he's called the Doodler. Murdered between 6 and 16 men in San Francisco, California. Named for the unsub's habit of sketching his victims prior to stabbing them. Okay. Meeting his white male victims at gay nightclubs, bars, and restaurants. Described as a slender, tall black man around the ages of 19 to 25, several victims were stabbed in the front and the back of their bodies. Police theorized that the victims had died after meeting the unsub near locations where their bodies were recovered. On January 27, 74, at 1:57 a.m., a corpse was found in San Francisco's Ocean Beach. Gerald Kavanaugh, age 49, was fully clothed and floating face up. He had been stabbed multiple times. They believed he was alive when he was attacked, as he had defensive wounds. Found June 25th of 74, Joseph Stevens along a path around Spreckles Lake in San Francisco. Stevens died shortly before his body was found. He was last seen at a club. He was employed as a female impersonator and comedian. He was 27 years old. Klaus Christman was found by a woman walking her dog on July 7th of 74. He was also found on Ocean Beach. His death was more violent than the other two, with more stab wounds and a slashed throat several times. He was also fully clothed. It is believed he was closeted, even though married with children. San Francisco police on January 2022 identified another victim, Warren Andrews, who was discovered in Land's End on April 27, 75. He was alive but never regained consciousness, dying 7 weeks later. He was beaten to death with a rock and a tree branch. Sam doesn't know if he was just identified or if they just included him into the kill count. On May 12, 1975, Frederick Captain of Ocean Beach. He was stabbed like the other three. It is believed his body was moved based on the sand. Harold Goldberg was found on June 4th of 75, decomposing about 2 weeks in Lincoln Park. His murder had some inconsistencies with the others, though. He was older at 66, his underwear was taken, and his pants were unzipped. It is believed that he was the last victim of the Doodler. There were 3 men who survived attacks by the Doodler. I'm so sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, but it's the Doodler. There was also tipsters who gave a suspect's name. However, the survivors would not testify. The suspect was cooperative but never confessed. To date, his name was never released. The case is open with a $250,000 reward for information that leads to his capture. Last update is they were going over the evidence for DNA and looking into genetic genealogy, which identified the Golden State Killer. And Sam said that she also had an update after she wrote this.
He was leaving. They're doing a. The Binge is doing a 8 episode story on him.
The Binge?
The Binge. It's called The Doodler. They talk about how he would sketch out the victims and he would leave the sketch with the body.
Okay, I was actually going to ask that because you never bring up that they found sketches or anything like that. It was just, they call it that because he would sketch them. Cool. Did they find a notebook?
They found the sketch with the body usually.
Okay, it was a full calling card.
Yes.
So he had to have time to sketch them. Were they alive when he sketched them?
They're believed that he already started the sketch. Once he started the sketch of who he was going to be with.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
That's what I got the impression of.
No, see, I could actually see that as a means of getting them semi-alone. If hypothetically they didn't meet at nightclubs or anything like that.
Right.
But especially since several of these were on a beach or by water or something like that, turning around and being like, hey, can I sketch you? Why don't we go over here where the background looks a lot better?
I like your theory better than mine.
I don't, because that kind of puts me in a predicament if anyone starts being murdered around here. Well, they followed exactly how you said you should do it. I never said that he should do it. I said, if I did it, here's how. I'll OJ the fuck out of this one. Allegedly.
The glove does not fit. You must acquit.
I still love watching the video of him trying to try the glove on because he is being as cartoonishly hammy as possible.
He really was.
And then he even looks to be like, oh, they don't fit. Y'all can't see the face.
No.
But
someday we'll do that Spotify thing.
No, we won't. Well, maybe once we get the office. And hey, speaking of offices, please help us get us where we can have the office up and running. Only a couple. Only $1,000 a day. I'm kidding. But please do become a patron. Or even just liking, sharing us wherever you do. Even if it's to turn around and be like, yo, these guys are kind of weird, but adorable. So please follow us on Facebook, especially. Sam is killing it over there.
Yep, you get to talk to me, which is great when the bots say, hello, sir.
Oh my god. No, the hello dear is the best bot we've ever gotten. Look, we've gotten so many, just of the standard bots, because it's...
If you send me a message on Facebook, please have it be something more than just hello, because I'm going to ignore you. If it is, hi Sam, this is so...
My spoons!
So if you're like, hey Sam, this is so-and-so, I listen to your podcast, or hey, the podcast is doing great, be something more than...
Even if you want to flame, do something more that, if it's like, oh my god, you guys are totally disrespectful because you guys try and make jokes. Fine, awesome, just don't leave the message with hello. Rotten hell, that's definitely going to make us look at the damn thing.
I'll be honest, we'll look at it then.
But one fucking bot even had a little bit of respect to be like, hello dear, that's nice to hear.
It's better than the guy who pointed out that I left him on red.
Well, then you turn around and go, sorry, I thought you were a bot.
I haven't come back with anything because I don't want to go back into that chat.
Well, no, that's fair. It's like, and I'm sorry, I get some people, I've been the 20-year-old who keeps trying to cold message to try and get an in somewhere, but that's not how you do it. You don't go, hey, hello, I am very good promoter. Me promote you. Give me money. Me give you unlimited watchers. I love the people who won't even go like, we'll get you 1,000 extra or something like that. They'll be like, we get you unlimited, and it's like, does that actually work?
I'd like to know if this really would work. If we could,
I mean, does that hook work?
So far, everybody I've talked to, it has not worked on.
Like I don't think it. And I'm so sorry we're not. Let's talk about the Doodler. There's nothing there for me to like talk about though. Like, I will say
He's unsolved.
he's unsolved. He actually has a really cool like. I'll admit the sketch thing. That's fucking cool. I mean, compare it to any of the other serial killers.
Yeah,
we've done.
no, I completely agree.
The most intuitive ones we've done, not including the ones we know about, like the Zodiac. Zodiac Cipher is really cool. It's still on the wall over
In one office, yes.
in your old resin room, which will be moved to the office when we get that cleaned out. But so will all of my comic stuff, because I'll be doing that for the Comic Archivist as well. So it'll be, here's the Zodiac thing right next to it. Here's a fucking Fables poster.
That works.
But like, it's one of those things where I wish there was more, only because
They're holding out a lot of information from what I was able to
it looks like it,
concern.
especially since they still have a reward out. So
Yeah, from what I understand, they reopened the case to see about the DNA,
right, yeah, you brought that up in there.
and that was last movement. But they're keeping a lot of details under wraps on that hopefully chance that they catch the killer, and they're able to.
Right. So if anyone is listening from law enforcement, I would say that it comes off, but just because, again, I've been in the grift where it is a matter of, no, I have not killed anyone. But it is the matter of, I could easily see, we've worked enough fairs and whatnot to know that a sketch artist would have someone turn around and be like, hey, either come over here so we're either not being interrupted, so, it helps my artistic flow, and I could easily see someone monetizing or utilizing that for their criminal enterprises.
You know what? You're right. I never thought of it that way.
Most people don't. That's why I'm amazing.
Wrap it up.
But this is going to be a shorter episode. Please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. I'm actually very terrible at doing our Twitter, I admit. We currently have a TikTok, right?
Yep, we're on TikTok at killing.15.minute.
No S.
No S.
I
screwed up.
We also have Instagram, right?
We got Instagram at killing 15 minutes.
For the most part, we only do reels off of Instagram right now because we're trying to figure out what would we share other than like crime scene photos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I think the last picture of something really I shared was our dog.
That's fair. I mean,
Frankie was over editing that day.
I was about to say, Frankie, that heavy panting you hear in the background is usually Frankie. I'm not saying always, I'm just saying usually. But with all that said, I'm AJ Carey.
I'm Sam Rossi. Later, y'all.
Killing 15 Minutes is hosted by Arthur Carey, with scripts written and researched by Sam Rossi. If you like this episode or want to stay updated on this series, consider following Killing 15 Minutes on Patreon or Retrostatic Radio on all major social media platforms. Good night and God bless.
You're watching Retrostatic Radio.
Wheel of Random is turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes we shall learn.
I'm Sam Rossi, writer and co-host of Randomly 15 Minutes, where the Wheel of Randomness gives me the topic and I write about it.
I'm Megan Klodnicki, and I'm the host of Randomly 15 Minutes. I cold read what Sam writes and learn in real time about a random topic.
You can find us on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook at Randomly 15 Minutes to get more random facts.